jazzy theme going on for today, so we'll find that. But yeah, thank you all for joining us for Dead by Daylight. We are now switching to D&D officially. Let me go ahead and show you all. There we go. Now we have the Roll20 capture, so you can see what happens. A lot of today is probably going to be theater of the mind, so keep that in mind. But yeah, let's go ahead and undeafen and say hi to folks. Howdy.
Oh, howdy.
Hey guys.
Yeah, I wanted a character that I could use just this once and not worry about them in the future.
Oh yeah. You'll be breaking yourself out of prison, eh?
Yep.
That works.
Or we all die trying.
That too. We can change the timeline.
Ever break yourself out of prison before? No. Have you?
I didn't think so.
It was I was kind of bouncing around a bit, but it was fun getting to watch your stream for a little bit yesterday.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm trying out Dead by Daylight for the first time this month. While horror themed things should be played, you know, and it's sometimes fun.
First off, I never knew that you had never played it before.
Yeah.
And second, yeah, Dead by Daylight is a fun game until something happens that you realize there is no chance of survival.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just need to submit at that point.
Yep, it's true. Like people disconnect, or killer just knows. It just knows exactly every movement. Whatever, dude.
Yeah. You play with a max level nurse who just knows every micro sound and click known to man.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you have the time for this?
What kills me is the stealthy characters. I can't get past them. Once they start crouching, I'm like, stay on your lane. You're supposed to be loud.
You're not supposed to do that.
Have you been playing as a survivor or a monster?
Only survivor, because I have viewers who are willing to play with me. So at no point have I had to play the game by myself where I'm like, all right, I guess we'll play killer. So I haven't even touched killer yet. I bought the ring DLC because I was like, this is the most interesting killer to me. Haven't touched it.
Killer is definitely like, there's almost no chance of not having fun because when you're a survivor, you're like, I gotta live and I gotta save people.
Yeah.
As a killer, it's pointy thing goes stab.
Well, then you start getting bullied by other players. The survivors have the bully strat down, at least the high level ones do. You start to witness like weird interactions where they like teabag or like say no to one another, and that apparently is communication between killer and survival. I don't understand.
There's I played it when it first started, and like I've sprinkled played it over time. I still have it.
Yeah.
There is a whole like sign language under like DVD language.
It has to be. Yes, I agree.
Like, there is a whole language, and like I've noticed like if you, at least for me, because I'm an old grandpa who's played it from the start, I'll see some people do communication. I'm like, I know exactly what they're saying, but then you find some new people who have no idea what the communication is. You're like, not up and down, yes, and then they stab you. It's like you didn't get the program.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not gonna get into the communication. I just play to win, you know. I don't want to like. I don't want to bog it down with like, are they? Do they know? Do they not know? I don't care. Die.
Yeah. The oldest rule which went away with crossplay that I severely miss was killers would kill, not in every game, like it's okay for the most part, but killers would kill 3 survivors, down the 4th, and then purposely let them go with the hatch.
That happened to me today.
Yeah, and that was the catch and release rule, and that was like the code of honor. I could kill all 4 of you, but I don't need to prove that to myself, and I'm gonna let one of you go to be nice.
Nah.
But yeah, exactly. A lot of the new players are like, fuck that shit. I want my 4 stack, bitch.
Nah. if you sucked hard enough to have me kill all 4 of you, you deserve to go down. I think that this one killer allowed me to escape the hatch because it was such a like really good cat and mouse of everyone got like, we got 3 generators, 1 person died. We got one more generator, another person died. we got the last generator and a person died just as someone getting the last generator. He caught me as I was opening the gate, and then he just dragged me like to the hatch instead. I was like, "What? Excuse you?
Yeah.
Kill me!
Kill me! I want to die now. Don't let me live." Yeah, the game's changed massively as far as culture and society. Basically, DBD now is screw the rules, throw it out, and if a game is unfair, just the object of the game no more is to win, it's to do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey Dylan, I saw you pop in. How you doing?
Horrified. He cannot believe at the structure of this game.
Hot dang. Ooh.
Oh, you started the music.
Did I wake everyone up?
Main. I can't wait for Main 2.
Let me know if the music's too loud at all or anything.
I'm sure it's fine.
Okay.
You just turn it down individually.
No, Tim, the music's great. Throws it on mute.
Yep, it's great. Good choice.
So, I had a massive revelation last night looking through a lot of my books. I have my little Cthulhu journal, which ironically is almost finished. So I'm like, how ironic that I might finish this thing with the last of the campaign notes. But literally, I'm detailing the last section where it's the level 15 through 20 end game notes.
Yep.
I won't say which book, but I have a D&D book. I'm like, I don't look in this book that often. It's kind of separate from like the core books. Let me just take a little walk through this book because it's kind of relevant. Let me see if I find anything in it. Holy crap, I found something so bonkers crazy, but complementary to the story. I'm like, if they go this route, this will possibly destroy the game, but also make it amazing. Like, I just saw it as this massive, like, oh yeah, we are 100% doing this.
We're going to space.
Maybe. I'm not saying it has to happen. It's just it's a possibility that I saw I could add to the story. I won't say how it connects, but yeah, there's an element to the story that can massively benefit and consequence the story for you guys.
Great.
Quick, Dylan, translate.
Dylan, if you're talking,
you guys need to start getting good.
So basically, he just found the bridge to Terabithia, and as long as we don't cross any logs, we're all gonna live.
Joy. Yeah. It's depending what happens. Ooh. Oh. Sorry, I just had a massive gush, and it's really cool. Yeah.
I just saw the name of the stream.
Wait, what's on stream? Hold on, I want to see this.
No, the name of the stream.
The name of the stream? Yep.
Oh yeah, Cat Out of Hell.
That was what you posted for last Thursday, right? Or last Friday? One of those two.
I was trying to think also, like, what's another punny thing? I thought cat out of the bag. I'm like, that's too like straightforward.
Now this prison's really serious now.
Yeah, super serious. Which is why we have all this funny heist music playing. Jules said that he would be here, but he's not online yet, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
And then I think Alan and Andrew had to scram out, so...
That makes sense.
I just went to the Cape recently and saw how bad some of the devastation is.
Mm-hmm. Is it still pretty rough there?
Parts of it are getting quite a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Del Prado's stoplights are basically all back to functioning,
Okay.
as far as I was able to see. But yeah, it was a mess.
Hot dang.
Not Fort Myers Beach mess, not Sanibel mess, but enough of a mess to make a difference.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jules just got online, so we actually have a 4-stack. I love how, like, wasn't it Wanye, Baldrus, and Betty as well, but wasn't Baldrus and Wanye a part of, like, the initial idea of we should plan a heist, and ironically they're not going to
they
be
can't
here.
make it. Man.
I mean, I can probably flavor something in with them. I have an idea. They'll be here in... Oh, yeah?
You've been having too many of those recently, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to stop.
It's time to stop. Do, 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 do. There we go. Santiago, I'm gonna open up 100 views for your stream so I can inflate your viewers.
I don't think that's how it works, but you know, hey, more power to you.
I have 100 computers.
You fool. I have 67 alternate accounts.
Alternate accounts, thank you. I didn't know you knew that reference.
I do, yeah. The Sonic Adventure 2 dub. Yeah.
The Snapcube dub.
Yeah,
Oh, it's so
Snapcube dub.
it's
Yeah.
so great. I know where your mother is. Don't you lie to me.
Good lord.
We'll give it a few minutes more because I think Jules is logging on.
I've come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch-ass motherfucker.
With the voice changer too, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yo, did Jig? Is Jig Dr. Eggman?
There's my wife, Tails.
The caucasity of this bitch. Didn't they have like part of their script like auto-generated by an AI?
That I don't know. I don't know about their like their setup or the way they do things.
Mm-hmm. Up. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, this is gonna be such a weird session. Not just like the fact that we're missing 2 people of the 6 of us, but the context is going to be very weird. Yes and yes. Specifically, this is when you guys had the month or so of downtime. Nasira tried robbing multiple places, the last of which was the Lucky Luck. Nasira got caught, which we found out later. Betya and possibly Balasar also had a hand in Nasira's capture.
My bead.
If anything, it was poetic because the money that Nasira lost out on, Betya probably made in catching Nasira. It was just a giant Ponzi scheme. None of you were aware of like each other. Yeah. Yeah. So this is right after that downtime, and why not? I think Jules is just still getting up. Okay, I'm gonna take it to the cool screen real quick. Let's get our heist on.
Oh, yeah.
And they died. No. No, I'll take the X's off. I wish there was a tool where you could just hard silhouette or completely grayscale tokens. Hey, I don't know you. I don't know you. Hey. It's coming clearer than the last time you used it, so yes.
Perfect. Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna make them very small. Hey, Jules.
Hello.
Are you alive?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I know. I was gonna ask how you're feeling with Halloween Horror Nights, but I think that alone.
Yeah.
Been there. I know what you're feeling.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Yeah. If you need, if any of us need time, and this is also including Hurricane. If any of us are tired or sick or need a break to do something, even just to lie down, just say, like, this is the fun session. Like, there's no high stakes gamble here.
Yeah, that's fine for me.
It's just Nasira in prison. It's not that.
It's just a prison break. Come on. It's just a 5-star wanted session. Like, come on.
If there was ever a session where you needed to be as high professional and focused as possible, this is the complete opposite of that. This is smooth.
Okay.
This is smooth as gravy.
Any encounter we get in is just an auto battle. We're that strong.
In a way, yeah. It's just depends what you guys do. There's no way you can fail. Well, mostly. Brandon, I'm assuming you're still making your character. If not, let me know.
I have the character made. I just completely spaced out on the show. And I'm trying to.
Okay.
It's gonna be Geary. He's gonna be canonized.
No, not this time.
This is my chance.
This is it. Geary and Nasira touch hands and they both explode.
Why shouldn't he be canonized? He's just a normal guy.
He's just a regular guy.
Mr. Geary's one of those characters that you're just gonna, in a session, you're gonna say, this normal guy just walks by. For some reason, it looked like his head was a rice bowl.
Huh.
He's just a normal guy. I cannot
We're gonna jump him.
emphasize enough how normal he is.
We're gonna jump him like we did that clown.
Hey, Tim, I can't remember. What's the website for the token?
Oh, 2 Minute Hero.
Thank you.
Yeah, that website saved my life. Thank you, Tim.
It's so like I found it randomly when they first started it. I'm like, this is so friggin' useful.
Yeah.
2 Minute Hero?
2 Minute Hero or 2 Minute Token. One of the two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 Minute Hero is good as well.
Yeah, I typed in 2 Minute Hero and all it gave me was like a band and some other stuff.
Maybe 2 Minute Token. something 2 minutes. It was so funny for Campaign B, where at the time when I looked at the website, they hadn't made null tokens yet, or they had like one null token. I'm like, oh no, like I just made this campaign full of nulls and there's no null tokens.
That's true, there were a lot of nulls.
A week or two before the campaign started, I double checked and they made like a myriad of null tokens. I'm like, thank God.
They're really turning it out now. I think when I made Persephone, there were 2 options for turtles, and now there's like a dozen.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
They had like one thing for wolves, and it was kind of just like a bunch of scribbles.
Yes. Ugh. Yep, I remember those days. It were simpler times back then.
With simpler designs.
I remember when you were a scribble in your mother's eye.
The one that they have the one on there for Orcus, which is like, technically, that is how he looks, but I'm like, that's hashtag not my design. It's like, no, he needs to look scarier.
Not my Orcus.
Yeah, we need the whole spaghetti monster with like. I love the artwork for Orcus too, because they literally went, they kind of almost went impressionist on it. There's just parts around his neck and his face where it's just smear paint lines, and I love it.
Hmm.
Alrighty.
I'll use this one.
You got the token? Okay.
Not exact, but I'm not even going to color it. Just, here we go. Where are you?
Oh, there we go. Oh, he looks scary. There we go. There we go. And we will get to introductions of your characters' names soon enough, I feel.
Alrighty.
Ooh, who's this mysterious man? Ooh. Okay. Wait, by the I was like controlled by Nasira, and then I realized I clicked Nasira's Bane. Hey, Dylan, you want Brandon's character?
Maybe not.
Okay. Well, I am ready if everyone else is ready.
Pretty
Estamos listos.
true.
What, okay? Alright.
Alright, yeah. Guess I'm ready.
Up, Jules, you ready? You okay?
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. So we cut back to a couple months prior to this event. There is a large prison located in the large city known as Breaker's Landing. And also, by the way, welcome back, everybody. It's been a while.
Yeah.
This is a month, a weekly inspection. A bunch of shouts go out, and there's a very familiar looking interrogation room for all of the players who were locked up in Breaker's Landing. Today, it's the cat's turn for inspection. Nasira, you walk, as you have a couple times prior already for your time here, down this very cold, grayish, bluish hallway into a locked security room door in front of a one-way glass where you know this is the time where you get your sanity checked, you get asked a couple questions, they just want to know a couple things about you. You sit down in this cold steel chair staring at this mask, looking back at a reflection of yourself. This thing on? Okay. Please state your name for the record.
No.
Well, that's one letter correct. In fact, the first letter. We need the other letters of your name. N followed by... Okay, well, we all know your name already, Nasira, so let's just trim the fat off this, shall we? You hear a couple papers kind of just fluttering back in the background. Reason for being locked up?
You guys don't like me? I haven't done anything.
Amount of time of service?
No idea.
It's a life sentence, as a reminder. Okay, Nasira.
I told you just to hang me, jeez.
Maybe someday, but for now, we need to keep you around for information. Now, Nasira, you were caught for a multitude of crimes, from arson to kidnapping to murder. How has your rehabilitation been going over these past few months?
Yeah, I'm very sorry. I've done such terrible things. Those quackheads are really getting me to understand that.
Mm-hmm. Well, given that you have, every time we have tried to rehabilitate you, there's at least one guard that walks away with a broken nose, we are inclined to believe that that's not true.
I don't know what would give you that idea.
Sarah, you have a life sentence, but we want to try and rehabilitate you and try to at least give you some measure of a good life while you're in here. Does that make sense?
I think you have the wrong person. There's
No, I
no
think
good life for me.
No, I think we have the right person. Nasira, if given the chance, if you were let out, if you could be let go, if you could go back to, I don't know, let's say Janglebrook, where we first, around the time when we caught you, what would you do if you could go back? And so, oh, that's the wrong music. Click the wrong button. There we go. Cut to several months later. You all eventually were met by Stans and others and sent to the War Sands Desert to complete an assignment. You defeated many lizard folk, crossed the desert, defeated a giant worm, encountered a dragon, fought a bunch of other things, yada yada yada. Anyway, in that time, you all accomplished a multitude of things. Nasira, the reason why we've gathered here today. We take a nice smooth pan on the loose ends in as one of the members of our party, Clyde, you stand at the counter with Santos, having a drink of sorts, waiting for all your friends and companions who you haven't seen in quite a number of time to arrive at this gathered meeting place.
Okay.
What are you doing right now?
Just taking a sip. This month's been weird, Santos. You ever find success in places you never thought you'd find?
I mean, I'm me, so I find success wherever I go.
Sure,
yeah.
but maybe think back when you were starting up. Just a little demonling.
A little demonling? I mean, I had to learn the tricks of the trade eventually. There was the one time I ran a restaurant that absolutely failed. Had to try it a couple times before I got it right. So yeah, I can't say I relate now, but I can relate when I did.
What do you do with all the money you make?
Whatever the fuck I want with it. I mean, look around you. Look at all this. I bought all of this. Like, fucking A, this is great.
Huh.
Why do you ask?
Just came across some old wealth. Figuring out what to do with it from there on.
And you didn't have the nerve to tell me about it. How?
I'm telling you about it now. It's
okay.
Relax. I'm probably gonna have to tell the others soon, and they're gonna want a piece, especially Wanye.
Yeah, Baldrus. Yeah, that greedy motherfucker. You know, he's trying to act so passive. I have no thing for material wealth. Blah blah blah. We all fucking love money.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, if I got the time right, they should be here any minute. So, me being the quiet introvert that I am, I'm going to go into my lab and chop up some dead bodies. You, send them my regards. I'll be back up in a little bit, okay?
All right,
okay.
I'll hold down the fort.
All right, don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Sure.
Now you're learning. And Santos walks down to the cellar. After a period of time and you sort of contemplating over, you know, what to do with all this massive amount of money that you've, you know, been lapsed into, suddenly the door opens up wide. It's very old, by the way, very squeaky. Probably need to get some oil on the door hinges. You see the multitude of your compatriots. You see Wanye, you see Baldrus, you see Betya, you see Balasar. Most surprising, after some little bit of gossip and news that you've heard around town, you see a freshly freed Nasira walk into view.
Huh. About time you made it. What kept you?
Stupidity.
Yours?
Yeah.
Yours or someone else's?
Stupidity. Yeah, because we were the ones to lock ourselves up in prison. Wasn't that right?
Again?
Yeah, again.
Didn't we just got out? Wait, who was in prison this time? Were all y'all in prison?
No.
Nasira punches the wall.
Did Stones go back on his deal, or what'd you do?
Cut to this point. We flash back. We flash back to the day prior.
The day prior, holy shit.
The day prior. We see Nasira rushing through a casino with guards hot on her tail, getting tackled and pushed up against the wall. Balasar, you trying to gain information about your half-brother, maybe possibly tipping someone off. Betya. Watch this all go down as Nasira is thrown against a slot machine. Coins and chips go everywhere. The patrons start scattering for it. Now some of the guards split off to try and handle the patrons, trying to get a free cache of money. Betya, you walk into frame as one of the guards, watching Nasira get handcuffed. Excellent work, Officer Betya. Your reward will be sent to you via check in momentary time.
Excellent. This is exactly what I'm here on the force for.
Mm-hmm. Exactly why you're here. To catch the roguish fiend that we have before us today.
It is my life's goal to be the best crime stopper.
Mm-hmm. Crime stopper indeed. Now put her away! And Betya and Balasar, you watch as your compatriot Nasira is shackled and smacked across the head, hissing and yelling, and thrown into one of the back rooms. Not to be seen for quite a while.
The word shit is muttered under my breath about 1 billion times.
Later on, Betya, you meet up with Wanye Kess and Baldrus Minoxidil as you explain what happened to them both, to their shock and also partial amusement.
I'm very sorry. This is not part of the plan. This is going to make things more difficult. I'm so sorry.
I mean, great job, man. Like, great job. You made us a lot of money, but I kind of feel bad about it. Like, it is Nasira. I can only feel so bad about her being locked up in jail and us not being in the jail with her.
Yes, well, Nasira is our responsibility either way, so... The last thing we need is one of the, what do you call them, tests happening to us while she is in prison.
That is very true. That is very true. Are you suggesting that we do a heist to get her out?
That is exactly what I'm suggesting. And I might have an idea.
Cut 2. You all find yourselves in the devilry, and Santos has knocked a bunch of glass and papers and plates over a table. I just want to say first and foremost, I've always wanted to fucking do that, and with reason, not just for the sake of doing it. Believe it or not, I have never, ever fucking done this before, and you guys have given me such a great opportunity right now.
You're welcome, I guess.
Yeah, well, for once, I will say thank you. So yes, you are welcome. You better be welcome. Compatriots, honors of the... I don't know how to fucking do this. In the room, we have, whether or not they want to be there, we have Balasar, we have Betya, and as it currently stands, that's pretty much it. As Wanye and Baldrus are there as well, but they're kind of sitting off to the side this time. Alright, so I have an idea of what we could do here, but it's going to be stupid, it's going to be perilous, and it's not going to involve my physical involvement in any way, shape, or form, so at the very least, you all will be punished, and I will make it off scot-free, so everybody wins!
That sounds fine.
Alright.
I'm sure we'll ask of you a favor in the near future.
Okay, asking for favor, sure, because I do that. Anyway, because I care. Well, I think this will be a nice, you guys lightly talked about that you want that fortress that's just on the road, right? You guys were thinking about that, huh?
Wanye would be the one who affirms that one.
Yeah,
Yeah!
I get wasted for on the road. Have it.
Yeah, Wanye Sorry.
Go ahead.
Wanye, uncomfortable with the silence, speaks out. Sorry, this is a super loose session. Santos will just address the room like, of course, well, I trust all of you to do this. And by saying I trust all of you to do this, it's that, correct me if I'm wrong, but not a single person in this room has any experience whatsoever in stealing, in crime robbing, in thievery, in successful stealth operations. Is that correct?
A bit of stealth, but no robbing.
Okay, don't talk yourself too high yet. Okay, so, being that no one in this room is qualified for this job, I suggest that we hire some help for this. And anticipating this day to come, I already have 2 people who are perfect for this job to assist you guys, and who knows, maybe give you some tips while you get to Fort Worth and stuff like that.
Go on.
Sorry, I was pausing for dramatic pause. Anyway, bring him in! He just snaps his fingers. Even though there's, you see, his skeletal construct assistant, Graves, walk through one of the back rooms with 2 figures. Santiago and Brandon, please introduce your new characters.
Alrighty. Not as memey as last time. Jig is a bipedal warforged, with black. I guess where the whites of his eyes would be black and red, shining pupils. He sports a cloak over his bronzed, well-worn armor / outer shell that Warforged have. He silently walks in and observes everybody in this room as he takes a step inside.
Well, don't be shy, Mr. Copperhead. Come on, introduce yourselves.
So, what game will we be playing today?
We are playing a game of cops and robbers, so to speak.
Very well. You will know me as Jig. I will assist.
And next to Jig is a fairly tall, brow, bald head, currently wearing just some makeshift goggles with tinted lenses, wearing leather armor, has 2 short swords, empty spots for additional daggers if he happens to pick something up. This is Belrock. What's going on?
Is this the reason why Wanye doesn't participate in the fight?
There might be some hesitation on the Dragonborn's part of now that there are 2 of them, he's a little bit he feels slightly outnumbered. And you said Belrog, correct?
Belrock, Belrak.
R-A-K, gotcha. Alright, Belrock. Hi, pleasure to meet you. Now, obviously I hired 2 roguish thieves types. Is that correct, Jig and Belrock?
Affirmative.
Fucking A, I like the confidence.
Belrock just stares at. My brain is shutting down, and I'm tired. And I forgot Santis's name for a second.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
I kind of stayed up until like 5 o'clock in the morning watching TV.
Santa's just looking at Belrock with pity, just like, crew expendable, I guess. Anyway, well, I mean, it's whatever. I'm not going on this trip. So, how do the rest of you feel about this? How do the rest of you guys feel about, these 2?
I mean, I thought we could do it by ourselves, but I guess if you think we need help.
Trust me, you can't.
Alright.
What's the job?
The job is there is a cat stuck in hell, and we need to get her out of it.
Oh?
So, a small feline decided to rob the Lucky Luck lately. Failed miserably. Caught successfully by this fucker over here. And now we're trying to undo that to make even more of a profit.
Sounds
See, this is a
simple, what are we
very-
breaking them out of?
a very initiative-taking group we have here. We are breaking them out of the lower sector of the Lucky Luck. It's at the very, very bottom. It doesn't look like it, but the Lucky Luck and part of Jangleborg as a whole was originally built as a dragonic fortress. As you can see, and he kind of motions around the devilry, or the Los Ensign, I own everything. Clearly, some of that old aspect has gone away for business sakes. But the Lucky Luck very much itself is still very much a historical front of that old architecture. There is a very, 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 very deep dungeon at the bottom where the Lucky Luck decides to house the most notorious of criminals, or, at the very least, people they don't like. She is probably down there, and by probably, yes, you all are to break into the Lucky Luck and get her out. Any questions? No? Okay. Alright, well, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this my way, so everybody, please follow me down to the local store. We have some shopping to do. Alright, so, everyone, all of you, you start making your way down to the local shop and the local tailor. We're gonna play a little bit of dress-up, because this is a heist. And the only way that you can do a heist is if you look fucking good.
80s
So,
montage.
Okay.
Walking on Sunshine plays in the background.
you are all first and foremost given appropriately collared and tailored black suits with black ties and long black pants and black dress shoes and black sunglasses. You all make your way. You all make your way down to the store, and yeah, we're gonna do some hats. So, who would like to roll for hats first?
I will.
Okay, Betya, please roll a d8, please. If you roll an 8, please roll again. 3. Alright. Betya, you find a very nice-looking tailored bowler cap to your own design and liking. You have a bowler cap.
Disgusting.
But you wear it anyway.
I didn't say I wouldn't. I'm playing along, but it's disgusting.
Alrighty, who's rolling next for hats?
I'll do it.
Alrighty, Jig.
1d8.
Yep.
Roll again.
Roll again, yeah.
You get 2 hats.
4. Jig, you look over. You look over and you find a nice flat cap, kind of like a paperboy hat.
Ah. Okay.
Very much Peaky Blinders-esque.
Hey.
Alrighty, next up for hats, please roll.
All right.
Balasar. Why does this feel appropriate for some reason? You look over these hats, you see bowlers, you see some top hats, and you're like, nah, not really maybe my style. You find this perfectly leathered cowboy hat. Alrighty. And then who else am I missing? I believe I'm missing Balric.
All right. And it's a D8.
Yes. 3. You similar to unless you want a different hat, you see another similar looking bowler hat, akin to Betya's.
Is this because we're both drow?
That is amazing.
These are the only ones that fit our ears correctly.
Alrighty, and then just the roll for the heck of it, Santos is going to get a 6. Let's see. Santos is going to be wearing a fez. It just sits it very nice. I think it matches my eyes very much well. Oh, it goes perfect with the whole aesthetic I got going on here. And although they're not here, they are here. I'm gonna roll for Baldrus and Wanya real quick. So for Baldrus, a 5. And then for Wanya, a 6. Baldrus also finds a cowboy hat rather suitable. It's a little bit smaller, more black leathered, fitting the darker attire. And then Wanye, being a cheapskate, grabs a fez as well. Immediately getting Santus's stink eye and disapproval, but allowing it nonetheless. Okay. You all slowly start, now that you've fashioned up, you slowly start making your way back towards the devilry in this case, because it's closer. Now we need to talk about rolls real quick. There we go. Santus once again knocks everything off the table, rolls out the papers more. Alright, so you all need to do a job on this. You all have an assigned role for this. Preferably, you all need to have a different role from one another, so I'll work this out math-wise. But, you know, we need to figure out what you all are going to be doing for this job. Looks over at Baldrus and Wanye. I'm going to suggest both of you be the driver for this. We might need a getaway at the end of this, and you both need to stay on standby. Looking at you, Dragon. So Wanye and Baldrus sort of just nod in approval and take their roles. We're all gonna roll for rolls now. One at a time, everyone please, or maybe just all at once. Everyone please roll a d6. If you roll a 3, please roll again. Okay. Alright. I keep seeing the Sarah's bait, it throws me off, but it's okay, you can keep it.
I just changed it.
Okay. Alright. Betya, Santus assigns you the role of the hacker. You look like you look like you know your way around a thing or two for, technologies and intricate wirings and things around Lucky Luck, right, Betya? You've been there before.
Never touched technology, I'm sorry.
And hey, we all learn best under pressure, so welcome to the team, hacker. Sort of slaps you on the back. Balric. He looks at you over. Now, apologies if you find this possibly prejudiced at all, but I'm gonna make you a thief. You seem like you're pretty good at getting your hands in the pockets and stuff like that, so yeah. I think we'll make you the thief for this job. Looks over at Clyde now, or sorry, not Clyde. Get out of here. Jig.
Yeah, Jig.
Please roll again, just because Brandon got
okay.
the 5 already. Actually, there might only be 6. Okay, that
6.
works perfect.
I'll change
Looks
it.
over-
I'll change my name real quick.
Okay. Looks over at Jig. You know what? Very interesting complexion about you. I can see myself right through you. You're gonna be the face. You're gonna be, you're gonna talk with people. You're gonna be in charge of all the interactions, and if something goes tits up, you're gonna talk your way out of it. I think of everyone here, you're the best talker of everyone here.
I agree.
Alright. He looks over at Balasar real quick. You have, Balasar, I've said this many times before, you have great body physique, you have great muscles, great strength, you wield a longsword like a fucking champion. That's why you're the brains of the operation. Anything about plan making, or if we gotta find a way to get out of here, or, just gotta use that noodle of yours.
Damn.
Alright. So, we have... There we go. So we got Wanya and Baldrus as the driver. I'm the boss, of course. Balasar, you're the brains. I need to change... I have Nasira's name on here, I gotta change this real quick. Balric, you're the thief. Betya, you're the hacker. Jig, you're the face. As God's intended. Alrighty. The last thing we need on here... Now, I've mostly figured this out, so I need to figure out one more thing with it. But I suggest we have code names for this operation. We can't be known by our actual names. So we gotta be undercover. We gotta be undercover here. Balasar, you're Bear. Nasira, the goal, that's Kitty. Betya, you're the chameleon. Jig, you're the pig. Balric, is there like a fucking animal that you like? I don't fucking know you.
No.
No? Okay. What's sloth? There we go. You're the sloth. Because the sloth just says no to everything other than sleep, as God's intended. Baldrus, you're bats. And Wanye, you're the horse. And I shall be known as Tiger. If at all we need to communicate, we need to go by these code names, if you know what I mean. We gotta have some festive aesthetic flair to this heist.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, I will be here if any of you all need anything. Lucky Luck is over there. Remember your mission, Nasira. Get Nasira out of here, because we all want Nasira back in our... Anyway, good luck. Thank you for this opportunity. Alrighty. And so, all of you, one by one, walk out of the Devilry in this case, in your new attire, new names, and new roles. We're gonna hard return back to the future. Clyde, you are appalled at hearing this entire situation be laid out before you.
I mean,
And
really?
that Santa's
Balasar the brains? Go on.
I was gonna say that Santis didn't say a word about this to you at all.
And no wonder he snuck himself in to chop some bodies up. Alright, sure.
Yeah, I was kind of offended that I wasn't given muscle.
Sure you were, Wanye. Well, it seems like y'all did it successfully. How the heck did you go about it?
Alrighty. That's a great question, Clyde. So I'm gonna roll a d4 real quick. 4. So just to explain pieces of how this game is going to work is this entire game session is being told as a flashback, as it's already clearly obvious. Elements of the flashback are going to be designed by you guys, and part of the obstacles and conflicts of the flashback are going to be designed by both you guys and me. There's a couple other things that are going to be introduced when time is suitable for it. But for right now, we're just going to play it ear by ear. Being I rolled a 4, Betya, please explain as you guys walk towards the Lucky Luck how you guys got inside.
Got inside the prison.
That's correct, yes.
Okay. Before we do, can we double check the? Is it important that we know what the caps are for each other?
The nicknames?
The
No,
caps, the nicknames, the animals, the roles, the animals.
Genuinely, no. But
okay.
if you want to play into the thematic for it, it is there for you.
Okay. Great. Okay, that my brain wasn't turning well, and then that distracted me even more. Right. So it was a little bit more difficult getting inside. We actually had a multi-style approach to be able to get inside. Obviously, the horse and the bats stayed outside because they were drivers, but we tried to attack the prison from a couple of different angles. Myself being the chameleon, I was able to transform myself into this. The bear, Balasar, he was extra muscle, of course. Part of my bodyguard detail. The pig did a thing separately. The pig's powers and capabilities of being an adventurer are well known to me, yes.
Alrighty.
Okay, what else?
No, that's good enough for now.
Okay.
And also, I need to add this real quick. I don't know why. You know, I'm gonna capitalize it just to be funny.
Yay, improv.
Yay! There we go. There's all your nicknames.
Ah, thank you. Cool.
Thank you.
Alrighty. So one of the mechanics of this game is we're going to be referencing a bit of Honey Heist playing this. So being that most of you guys aren't criminals, you guys are kind of just winging it and trying your best at this. I'm just going to add NA for Blinding and Bulgers, just because they're outside characters. So essentially, you guys have your... the only important thing, I kind of misspoke. The important thing is your role. So driver, brains, thief, hacker, and face. If you do something that you believe is related to your role, or if you can find a way to contrive a reason to make it related to your role, you can roll with essentially advantage.
Okay.
Every time you do something, you're going to roll a d6. If you roll high enough, you succeed. If you roll low enough, you might become more criminal or more adventurer. If you hit a 6 or a 0, you have fully turned into a full-fledged criminal wanting to betray the party. Or if you become an adventurer and have completely forgotten, have fallen under the pressure of the heist.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
So as the party starts rolling up towards the Lucky Luck, Betya, being that you said that because you are the chameleon and can change yourself, you walked up to try and convince the guards to let you guys in.
Great.
So you walked up and you see two guards with these two hellhounds, and they say, "Stop! Who approaches the gate?"
It is myself. I am the landlord of this establishment, not the runner or proprietor. I just, I'm the landlord. I need to make sure everything is up to code. Just got to make sure all of the, the water is going through and the pipes are not lead, and make sure everything is hurricane-proofed up to 135 miles per hour.
So you're the landlord and also the ground supervisor.
Essentially, yes.
I'm gonna say, roll a d6. Unless you want to try and argue that this is involving your hack ability.
No.
Okay. Well, you need to roll equal to your criminal score or higher in order to succeed. So your criminal score currently, Betya, is 3. You roll 5, so you increase. There we go. Alrighty. So the guard kind of looks at you, Betya. You know what? Who am I to judge landowners from building supervisors? And you all seem like a qualified bunch and professional-looking group of individuals, all set to fix the establishment, as the camera cuts to all of you in professional black attire suits and ties.
Mm-hmm. I adjust
With
my hat.
very goofy hats.
With different hats. You know what? Sure. And by all means, they leash back the dogs, and you all, easier than the first time you got into the Lucky Luck, just roll right in. Alrighty, so you guys are in the main ground areas of the Lucky Luck. Any of you can go at any turn that you like and speak up, but you guys are currently in the grounds facing the main casino as well as some of the other shops, including Dr. Smile's office. So, who would like to go next on how to proceed with this plan?
Can we see gambling tables?
Not here yet. You're not inside the
okay.
actual Lucky Luck casino. You're just in the grounds.
Alrighty. Jig is going to use his forgery kit to conjure up a fake ID of a high-profile name known within the Lucky Luck area, and we'll use that to enter.
Okay. I will say... And are you trying to implement your face card for this?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will say... There we go. Using... There we go. Okay. So roll 2d6.
Okay.
And pick the lowest.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Is
Well,
it pick the lowest?
That's a 1.
Let me see real quick. Actually, hold on. If you're using that or doing something related to your roll, Roll 2d6 and pick the lowest. Oh, okay. So I messed up. So actually, I messed up slightly, but I'll allow it because I messed up. But yeah, technically you failed. You're not supposed to go over, actually.
Okay. So
Okay.
then, criminal would be the lower one, and as the criminal goes lower, like your rating goes lower towards it.
Yeah, so it's the weird thing. If you roll over, you fail, and that makes your score go up.
Okay, and that's the adventurer side. That's we're too much of an adventurer and not enough of a criminal to be able to do this.
Yeah, 0 means adventurer, 6 means full criminal. So in this case, Santiago, being you rolled a 1 and a 2, both succeed because it's underneath your 3. But yeah, you come up with some nice alias and name. Maybe you scratch up some business cards real quick. Maybe you come up with names for everybody, and you just pass them all out. But eventually, your forgery is successful, at least from what you can tell, and you approach the Lucky Luck entrance of the casino. The doors swing wide open, and there is a little reservations desk. There seems to be some kind of large party or gathering going on, and they want to make sure everyone in this event is supposed to be here.
Okay. I'll approach the desk and register myself.
Okay. You just sign?
Whatever I had forged under my current ID, that's what I sign.
Alrighty, so as you walk up, there is this very mustache-trimmed man. Excuse me, are you on the guest list?
Yes.
What is your name?
Galadriel. Jameson.
Galadriel Jameson.
Correct.
Can I see some identification?
Presenting.
And I hand him the ID.
It takes your card, looks it over. You're not on the guest list, sir.
How unfortunate. It seems you've made a grave mistake. I would recommend you fix that.
Being that we already rolled for this, and you rolled a very successful forgery for this name, this person is absolutely freaked out. I'm so okay. It just puts GGJ on the list. Are those behind you a part of your
They
guest?
are my entourage. They are also on the guest list.
All right, please come forward. And one by one takes all of your cards and starts adding you forcefully to the guest list. Please enjoy your stay at the Lucky Luck. Walks away and slinks over. All right, you all are inside. It's going great so far. But where to go? What do you do? Someone else, either Balasar or Belrock. What happens next?
Okay, well, I was waiting to see if Belisar was going to make a move. Shit.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Kai was zoned out.
All good.
So we're now in the casino.
Yes.
Yes.
The very first thing Belrock's going to do is just look for secured doors. Anything that has either a guard or some type of security measure on it to ensure that nobody can get in without authorization.
There are a number of doors like that, but the farther you go up and back to the casino on the second floor, you do notice the security doors have a bit more security to them. It does seem like, at least from what you can tell of the main floor and the secondary floor, they're trying to keep all the guests contained within this area.
And if I look out to see when someone goes through a door, Is there any type of tool or key that they need to use, or is it just the guard lets them through?
You see, for the lower doors, it just seems like there's just a simple open or maybe a simple key. On the top second doors, you notice that 2 guards need to have 2 keys inserted and turned in unison in order to open.
I'm gonna wait for someone to come out of a door on the first floor,
Okay.
and after they've finished, I'm going to attempt to get the key from them.
Okay. Roll, and that's your thief, so roll 2d6. Take the lowest.
That'll be
Okay.
3.
Okay, you got a 3. Quite literally, Santiago. Alrighty, so you slipped up. You slipped up almost barely. Make that sentence with as you will. But one of the guards just comes back and just kind of out loud goes, "Boy, it'd be really great if we got a smoke break." Other guard, "Yeah, be really good if we got a smoke break." "Hey, should we take a smoke break?" "No, we could never. Absolutely. Let's stay here and not take our smoke break." "Agreed." "Hey, what's that?" "Whoa!" And they sort of walk away. And as they walk by, you trip into one of them. As a packet of cigarettes come out, and they try to just quickly pick it back up. But in the little bit of the scuffle, you just barely reach into his pocket and steal his key. You have a key to one of the simpler doors.
I will move to the door stealthily and open it up, see what we got inside.
Okay, so you open up the door. Every door in Jangle Brook is squeaky, apparently.
Wow, even Lucky Luck doesn't have any oil for their doors.
It's a very catastrophic architectural flaw of the city.
Let's keep an eye on Jig just in case.
Typical.
Yes, Brandon.
I said let's keep an eye on Jig just in case, because apparently we don't have any oil if he starts to rust.
I brought reserves. I know what I'm walking into.
Okay, so Balric, you successfully steal the key and you get it open. You look inside and you see what appears to be this chrome-plated hallway with not flickering light. No, they're nice here. They have nice lights. These large metal doors. That you see it goes down for a bit before turning right at a 90-degree angle. Balasar, while this is going on, is there anything that you want to try in the casino, or do you want to wait till you go into the hallway to try something? Jules?
Huh?
Is there anything that you'd like to try in the casino before you guys go through this door, or would you like to try to do something in there?
No, nothing particular.
Okay. Okay.
I do
So
have a question.
Go for it.
On that list, which Jig should we be more worried about?
Oh, there's 2 jigs on there.
Where?
On the blue list here. There's this jig and then there's this jig.
Nani? Hold on.
This one's the notorious PIG. This one's just.
What are you talking about? I didn't. No, nothing to worry about there.
Now, at this point, since we've made 3 rolls, have our criminal/adventurer scores changed?
Not yet. But almost.
Okay.
So you guys go down to the hallway here. Door shuts behind. You explore down the hallway real quick, and you see this one door close to you guys. It's kind of this large metal plated door. If you guys go down the end of the hallway to the right, there's another door at the end, but there's some black metal box in the corner of the ceiling with a red eye poking out of it. You're not sure what the hell that thing is, but it's probably not good. The only person who hasn't made a move right now is Balasar. Balasar, you being the brains of the operation, you don't have to do something brainy, but is there something you'd like to try?
I'm gonna fiddle with it.
With the camera?
Oh, it's a camera?
Yep.
I'm gonna smash it.
Okay. So,
Come back to Clyde. Now that's something I thought he would do.
Balasar, please roll a d6.
One.
Oh, a 1. Fantastic. So Balasar, completely dropping the brains and just going straight for muscle, grabs one of the hatchets, because it's still D&D. You guys still have all your spells and all your equipment and all your everything.
Mm-hmm.
Balasar just whips out a hatchet, chucks it down the hallway, destroying this metal infernal device, whatever the hell it was. There we go. Let me double check one last thing.
True.
Very true. But yes, this camera, quote unquote, is destroyed. And the door at the end of the hallway, for the destruction of the camera, the door opens. Do you guys want to go down that door, or do you want to try the door that was just before you?
Brains? Which side brain?
What are options again? The hallway in front of us and the what?
The door that opened after you smashed the camera.
Oh, let's go through that door.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So you guys go through the open door. And then we're going to cut back to present time. Clyde, what is your reaction to the story so far?
You're telling me no one heard that?
Evidently not.
Huh.
Well, you know, you're spoiling the story because, like, we can't confirm or deny just in case there was.
I mean, do go on. Let me know what happened behind that door. It's just... Also, I never heard of such a thing. What a weird contraption.
From a long distance where he can't actually hear you and you can't actually hear him, Belrock just says, "It's a casino. They're too busy gambling."
Clyde
What was
scratches
that
his,
sound? Who
Clyde
knows?
scratches his head. Well, go on. What was behind that door?
Alrighty, what was behind that door? Let's see who's going to ask this question. 3. Belrock, what was behind the door? And tell us a little bit about what happened next.
Behind the door that just opened as we broke the camera was a security room. Luckily, an empty security room, because much like the other 2 guards, this one also desperately needed a smoke break. Here we get to see the feeds from all these other unusual camera-like devices, as well as a not a full floor plan, but we at least get to see this hallway and what some of the doors might be leading to. There is also a door on the other side.
Alrighty, and I just realized if anyone heard my typing, my apologies. I thought I muted my mic. Alrighty, so the door opens as you all one by one follow in. Betya, I'm gonna move your character real quick, or if you could move your character out of the purple circle, please and thank you. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm going to because you guys successfully. And technically all of you did it, because you all successfully got through that in one piece, your criminality score is going up by 1.
Okay.
So the good news of that is if you want to do something related to your criminal role, it is far easier because now you need to roll a 4 or under.
Ah.
The bad news is you have gotten closer to 6, which is when you lose control and go rogue. One of the ways that you can bring your score down is tapping into your adventurous spirit, where basically you need to do something that only a stupid adventurer would do. The good news is that you'll lower your score. The bad news is you're going to up one of the alarm clocks, which are on the right side of the screen. If an alarm clock reaches full, it gains the attention of the guards and will increase the difficulty of checks moving forward. Failing at one of your jobs with one of your rolls will also naturally lower your score and increase the clock. So you don't have to go roguish adventurer. It's just, something against, something of your own free will that you can do.
Okay.
Alrighty. So the 4 of you go into this next room. And as Balric had stated, it is a security room, and there are so many of those black security boxes everywhere in this room. And they don't just have red eyes, they have red laser eyes. You see these number of red lasers going across the room, up and down, up and down. And on the other side of the room, you see another chrome-plated door. There seems to be some kind of dial pad or something on the right side. You're not sure what it is from this distance, but if you push the right combination, perhaps the door might open. The other thing that you see in this room, you see this large glass mirror, which you don't know what's on the other side of yet, that's angled and pointed down. And in the center is this wooden table, with what appears to be some kind of map or papers or planning. What would you guys like to do?
There's no other way to move into past the glass without breaking it, as far as we can see, right?
As far as you can tell, I'd say make an investigation check, but this is a D&D. From what you can tell with the glass, it seems quite thick, pretty strong, and it seems like it's angled down so you could see something on a lower floor for what it's pointed at. You probably can't break it unless you really go ham at it. But yeah, that's what you see with the glass for right now.
Well,
You just do your thing.
Jig will try to, like an acrobat, move around these red eye lasers to make it to the chrome lock, and use his thieves' tools to jimmy it open.
Okay, so you want to cross the room and get to the door to try and open the door.
Yes.
Okay, so these are a couple things back to back. So first off, we're gonna see if you dodge the lasers. It's not really, unless you have some way to explain it. This isn't related to your face roll. So
this is not face, no.
So just roll a d6. 1. Okay, so you slide underneath the lasers in this amazing Neo Matrix style. You're also part machine, so maybe you detach or bend some of your limbs at impossible angles to dodge the laser beams. You get about, I'll say you sort of slip across the entire room, and you get to the other side, and you want to try and open this door, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so you pull out your thieves' tools, make another d6. 2. No sweat whatsoever. You pull the thieves' tools, and somehow, even though this is a number pad, there's numbers and symbols on it, you somehow put your lockpick into it, and it opens up one of the locks on the door. This door has 2 locks to it. There's a second way to unlock the lock for this door, but you've unlocked one of them. Have I said unlock and lock enough in this sentence?
One more, please.
Jig, that was a very impressive display of your thieving-like prowess, and for that, you get another point into your thieving.
Okay. As I finish up the first lock, I look to see behind me if the others have come up with a plan to get across.
Brains? Help!
Take the remains of the shattered construct behind you.
He points to the broken camera.
Use the reflective surfaces to block it, the creature's sight.
Use the pieces as mirrors to move the lasers away.
And is Jig asking Balasar to do this?
Yeah, well, I'm telling the others in the other side of the room to do this. Yeah.
All right, Balasar, are you going to try and reflect the lasers?
I use my help action to let the brains use his brains.
By Jig's recommendation, would you like to use the camera body that you destroyed to reflect the lasers back into the cameras in this room?
Yeah, that seems like something cool.
Okay, roll 2d6 because this is a very smart thing to do. Six. Okay.
Wait.
That one is.
He rolled a 2
That
and a
one-
4.
Oh, 2 and a 4. Oh, sorry. Oh, they combined. Okay. Well, they succeed either way. So, Balasar, you try picking up the camera, and as you do, the entire box of it falls apart, except for the reflective ocular lens portion of it, which you think, this will be enough. So you go into the room, and instead of dodging the lasers, as the lasers are about to hit you, at least part of the cameras, you hold up the camera lens back to the camera itself. The laser goes back into the camera's eye and causes the cameras to malfunction. I'll say with this one roll, you destroyed at least half the cameras in this room. Would you like to do it again to destroy the other half of cameras?
Keep it up, Bear.
Jules, would you like to do that again?
Do what?
Would you like to destroy the other half of the cameras in this room?
Okay.
Alright, 2 more d6, please.
Oh shit.
2 and 6.
Oh.
Okay, the 2 is perfect. So you using this lens, you go to the other parts of the cameras in this room and you reverse all the lasers. All the other cameras in this room malfunction and detonate. The lens that you have in your hand, it was so heated by all the lasers, it snaps apart and breaks. You can't use it again. You have destroyed all the cameras in this room, and with all the cameras destroyed, the second lock unlocks itself and the door opens. That was incredibly successful, and for that, you get another point into your thieving prowess.
Okay.
We have 2 people on the edge right now.
This seems exactly like the worst kind of security system because you got past one part and destroyed it, and it opened up the next part of it. We need to find out this company and tell Santis not to visit.
Never take advice from what the Lucky Luck has to offer.
Agreed. Agreed.
Alrighty. So,
We
the
can-
doors...
Down, right? The rest
Yeah.
of us? Okay.
Oh, come again?
We can just strut down, right? We don't have to worry about...
Oh yeah, the security of this room has been solved successfully and gratefully by you guys. 2 of you, specifically Belrock, and also yeah, you guys have not done anything yet. Is there anything that you would like to do in this room?
Go ahead.
Did anyone do anything with the papers that were on the table?
No. But they're on another room
Oh,
through the thick glass.
can I at least glance at them through the glass?
So you're looking through the glass to see what's on the other side?
Yes.
Okay. So you look down and you look into the room and you see what appears to be a multitude of cages and cells. It is a cell block. You see all these different iron wrought doors and cages and people trapped inside of it. You see what also appears to be even lower, some kind of large fighting ring of sorts. Beneath the Lucky Luck, just beneath the Lucky Luck's casino is the massive beginnings of the prison system. Probably the lower section of the system where it's just, people who got caught at gambling or small things, not like the really big prisoners that they sometimes lock up down here.
I will continue on to the door where just about everybody else is.
Okay. And, Betya, anything from you? Is there anything else that you'd like to do with the map or the glass or anything else in this room?
Nope.
Okay. And then, just for flavor, do you want to be disguised as one of the 4 other tokens that you gave me?
No, not at this point in time.
Not at this point in time. Gotcha. Alrighty. So, you all, one by one, go through this door, and as you go through the door, you see another hallway, but then it angles down sharply, almost like a large chrome-like slide. Do you go down the slide?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds like the most adventurous thing that we could do.
One by one, you guys run down this hallway and go down the slide. And as you go down the slide, you hear this large siren. As you're going down, these large iron doors start slamming down from the ceiling at different intersections and intervals of the slide. The doors are slamming just behind you.
Shit.
You get down to the bottom of the slide and you run for a little bit. The doors still keep following you. The chrome hallways slowly start dissipating into large, like, rock and stone. The budget ran out at this point, essentially. You get to this large ending of the hallway. The doors are still falling behind you. You can either go left or you can either go right. Which way are you guys going?
Always go left.
Okay, so you guys go left.
Yeah.
And you guys go down this hallway as the doors, they turn and they're still following you. They're trying to trap you in. You must have set off some kind of motion detector. As you guys are running towards the end of the hallway, you see another door with another key lock and another camera at the end. Just one camera. What are you guys going to do as you're running towards it?
I will attempt the brain strategy of last time and destroy the camera.
Okay. You want to destroy the camera. Okay. And are you doing this? Let me actually double check real quick. Okay. And so you're just trying to destroy it right manually?
Mm-hmm. I take a pot shot at it with a crossbow.
Okay. So roll a d6.
Okay.
Four. You you succeed as you shoot up at this camera and destroy it as it starts sputtering out. As it sputters out, you hear one of the locks at the door unlocks itself rather quickly. All that's left is the key lock.
Elric, you have a key, don't you?
I'm gonna pull out the key and try and unlock the door.
Okay.
Oh, so I brought -1 RP.
Sloth.
Alrighty. There we go. So, Belrek, you pull out your key. It worked before on the one door. Maybe it'll work on this one. Roll d6. And it's, I'll give it a 2d6 because it's kind of thievy. Fantastic, you got it too. So, Belric, you run up, and similar to what you did before, but also what Jig did before, you just get the key and just stab the key lock with it until the sparks go out and sputter. The second lock unlocks itself as the door swings open, but opens outward, or inward, not outward. So you all have to scrounge around it as the doors shuts behind you as these large iron walls finally stop at the end. If you stayed behind, you would have been locked and probably caught by some kind of higher security.
Okay.
But at this point, you guys are in a new whole other section of the chamber. So we cut back to present time. Clyde.
All right, so suddenly they got this strange auto magic that just locked you in. The only person that you saw were the guards you robbed, and then afterwards, the place just sensed you. How the hell did you guys make it out?
Already. Only two people left.
In his head, this is a great idea for a new book.
So Jig is not present in present time. However, someone else would explain what Jig remembers from this. So Jig, explain what happened.
Okay.
The corridors looped back into the main cell block. We could see prisoners taking their break, gathered around the fight pit. The commotion that we burst from, not particularly noticed, as the others were cheering and cheering for someone's demise in the pit.
That's all I got.
Alrighty. So, you guys walk into this next chamber, super stealthy-like. At this point, I'm going, because it went off without a hitch. Now, Betya did not do anything, so I will not increase Betya's score. And we already increased Balasar and Jigs, but Belrock, because you had that successful key save at the end, I'm going to increase your point by 1. Three of you are on the edge of becoming full-fledged crazy criminals.
Now, is there no going back once you're a criminal?
There is going back. Essentially, someone else in the party needs to force the adventurer out of you.
Okay, I'm having trouble distinguishing, like, criminality and adventurism, because those two go hand in hand.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'll say, something adventure-y is, like...
Intentionally failing?
I was gonna say, I feel like sliding down a chrome slide, just willy-nilly, is adventurous.
That is like pretty adventurous.
There's a slide!
Okay. Alright, then I'll lower everyone's point down by 1 as the adventure came back. Okay, you guys, and that's the other part, is you guys can reason or say, no, I think this would, that roll is absolutely allowed. So yes. Okay. But yeah, it basically, something adventurous is just like doing something irrational or without logic.
Okay.
Or purposely messing up the adventure, or, you know.
I picked the worst character for this.
Yes.
Or getting some kind of impulse out of you. Absolutely. Okay, so you guys are finally now into the prison sections. As you guys wrap around the corner, there are a number of guards. Some of them are going on break, some of them are swapping out duties. Some of the prisoners are locked up. And there is this small fighting pit where 2 or 3 prisoners have seemed to have had some kind of squabble, probably over food. But you just all hear this cheering, yeah! And all this yelling and screaming. Yeah. What would you guys like to do?
Who's the muscle again?
There is no muscle.
There is no muscle.
Oh shit.
I have an idea, but I want you guys to try something too.
We have a face, we have brains, we have a hacker, and we have a thief.
And 2 vehicles.
Two vehicles. A bat and
Mantis
a
is
horse.
the muscle. He's just not here.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ugh. Is there like a guard station?
Yes, there is in fact a guard station.
Like one of those shielded glass enclosures that like has all of the stuff that has everything to do with everything.
Yes, you do look around the corner and you do see this large outpost. It's weird because it's like it's underground, but it has the architecture if it was above ground. It's really weird. And there's all these like torch sconces and everything to light up the entire place. But yes, there is a guard tower, and there does seem to be some guard crossed arms, just sort of staring out at the fighting pit. He looks like he's in disgust. You also see some people like tapping on some kind of like table or desk. They have some kind of control over the facility down here.
Excellent. I'll bring in my third token now, please.
Okay. Is it the... Oh, let me see. Which one? The third token. Oh, that one. Perfect. There we go. So, Betya, being the chameleon that they are, transforms into... Wait, what?
Cover me. Like, and I asked him to do like that Danny Phantom thing where his companions like hug him and then he transforms.
Okay.
Very well.
So Betya's form shifts into what appears to be some sort of guard.
Yeah, one of the guards, obviously closer to the their outfits, whatever their outfits are.
Clearly the faiths, quote unquote. Despite not having the role.
It's fine. It's fine. And then I'm gonna shove the other two, like whoever covered me, away, like they're prisoners, and I'm like they got too close to me. And then I'm going to do my best to stroll into the booth as possible.
Alrighty. So as you guys start walking past some of the cells, you get some weird looks from some of the guards. Like, why are these people wearing suits and ties? And is that a cowboy hat? You walk by one of the cells. Betya, you leading the charge. One of the cells you pass by, this hand reaches out and grabs you by the chest. Oi, mate, you haven't been feeding me for 2 days. What's the problem, mate?
Get off me! I'm not here for this. I'm the tech specialist.
The tech specialist? Wait, I don't think I've seen you before. You're not one of the regular guards with who pisses on me every morning.
Indubitably. Now get off me. I've no piss to spare.
roll a d6.
No, that's not why I want. Okay, fine.
Alrighty. Betya, you whether it's trying to keep up some persona as a guard or at least just intimidating and getting this guy the hell off you, you shove him back with this guard-like authority as he's like, I'm sorry, sir. You can piss on me anytime when the time be having. Crawls over in the corner. The other prisoners are like, did that guy just say you could pee on him? Well, you know what? I'm not going to hook the question.
Yeah. Anyway, back to my technological duties.
Alrighty. So Hacker Man, you start walking your way towards the guard tower building. What was it that you said you wanted to try again?
I want to go in and relieve one of the two people that was tapping away at the table.
Okay. And that one, just for clarity, the guard tower is 3 floors tall, and the people that you saw tapping, they were on the second floor.
Okay, so is there like an exterior entrance or not?
There is a door on the first floor, and then weirdly there's a door on the second floor, but there's no balcony or anything. It's kind of like one of those doors that you open in the side of a building and you fall to your death. Like, you don't know why it's there, but there is a door on the second floor.
What is this? The Winchester House?
Which door you wanted to take?
Well, I don't have any flight spells, that I can pull out of my ass, so I guess I'll go through the first floor to try to get to the second floor.
Okay, So you're not trying to hack this, essentially.
Yeah, I jumped the gun, but yeah.
Okay. So instead of taking the second floor dangerous stupid route, you take the sensible first floor door route. You open the door, and there are 3 guards in there. 2 of them are just playing with cards. One of them is kind of standing idly, staring at what appears to be some other black box, but instead of a red light, it has moving pictures in it and all these things and people moving around. It looks like a portal to another dimension, but you're not sure what it is. But as you walk in, one of the guards is, "Hey, I'm trying to watch my program here. What's the problem here?"
I just muttered the word "pardon" and then keep on going on my way.
No, don't you porridge me. What you trying? I'm trying to watch Casino Hell 99, and you just interrupted my flow of state beam.
I'll get out of your way then. Pardon me.
I don't think I recognize you either. Do I know any of you? And for sake of brevity, the others can speak
You
up
will
and
after
interrupt.
this.
I punch them.
Okay.
I sucker punch the one that asked that and try to shove him into the other 2.
Oh, okay. Alrighty, so Jig, you taking up the reign of muscle for the second, you grab them and you pull them over your head to try and throw. I need you to roll a d6.
All right.
1, okay. So Jig, you grab this guard, yank him out of the chair, and he's a pretty portly man as well. You hurl back and chuck him across at these 2 other guards who are playing cards. What is it? The whole table collapses. Cards scatter everywhere. It's like getting the paycheck thing in Black Ops 2. All these cards fly everywhere. This weird mechanical device in this box-like form is still playing. You're not sure what's going on there, but it's kind of hot. From what you can tell, all the guards are knocked out at this point. Because this is a little bit more of an aggressive action, I'm going to add 1 hand to the clock.
Okay.
Let me go here. So your security has slightly been lifted, partially. You don't want the clock to be fully filled.
Okay.
Alright. So the floor at this point seems relatively clear. You guys are on the first floor. There's a couple things scattered around, but then this staircase that leads to the second. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna move up to the second floor.
Okay. Belrock.
I grab one of the security guard's clothes and put them on me.
Okay, are you trying to make a disguise out of it?
Yeah. But
Okay.
I will also put my suit and tie on the security guard.
Okay. Alright, you are making a suitable disguise of yourself out of this guard. Because it I feel like it kind of relates to you being the face and putting up an image. Roll 2d6 for this costume change.
Okay.
Alright, 3 and 6, you pass. Thankfully, 2 of the guards' clothing, after you chuck them across the table, 2 of them are dead. Absolutely. The one died by impact of being thrown by you. The other died because he just lost the card game just before he got hit on impact. Their clothes are completely bloodied and ripped up. The one guy who did win the card game, though, his clothes are pristine and somehow perfectly fitting your body. You swap and change disguise and now look exactly like one of the guards. Being that you've succeeded twice now doing cool shit, I'm gonna raise your point by 1.
I'm on the verge.
As Balrock is making their way up to the second floor, Balasar, anything that you would like to do? Okay, Balrock, you start making your way to the second floor.
And what do I see up there?
What do you see up there? Indeed, you see a ladder that leads up to the third floor, not a staircase. On the other parts of the room, you see another set of 3 guards, and they're by these large chrome metal-like tables. and they start like in a very childish way, just go boop boop boop. They're like pushing all these buttons across the table, and one of the guards goes like, "Prisoner A29 being released. Prisoner A29 being released," and they push this button, and you look past and you see one of the cell doors open as this large half-orc person walks out. It's A29 door closing, A29 door closing. Pushes another button, the door shuts behind. These people have control over all the doors of at least this floor of the prison. The third guard, at the very least, he also has this large microphone, and he taps it real quick and says, "Attention all prisoners on the floor deck fighting. Please keep it up as we don't wish to take care of you later this evening. That is all." And pushes a button and turns the microphone off.
Damn.
I am going to walk up to the third guard, take out my short sword, or one of them. I'm going to take the microphone from him, hold the short sword to his neck, and tell the other two guards to release all the prisoners.
Yes! Let's go!
Okay, suddenly, short sword brought up to neck. What was the meaning of that? It's the other two guards. Hands open wide as they see this dark elf with a short sword up to its neck. Alrighty, so in
Open
this
the
case,
doors.
I'll say this isn't, unless you can find a reason for it, I'll say it's not really thiefy. You probably need to roll 1d6 for this.
Yeah!
2. Okay. So at this point, the intimidation factor goes up for all of them. As the guard that you're holding behind his neck, just do what he says, boys. Just, I don't want to get no hurt, no nothing. The other two guards just sort of look over. The one guard seems compliant, but the other guard. But if we release all of them, then we won't be getting no breaks no more, no pay. You know, you gotta be thinking about us as well on this. You know, like these people can just do whatever the hell they want, but who's gonna be looking out for me?
You can let them go home. Or I can
Well,
stab
maybe
you,
I want
and
to
then
go
I'll let
home.
them go.
Maybe hold on, sir. Excuse me. I don't feel like letting all these prisoners go, so I'll stop getting me pay and me food. I got a wife, I got children to feed, and I don't think you're trying hard enough. You know, I don't even like that guy, the other guard that you have in his notes. So I was like, are you fucking kidding me, mate? I thought we had something. Not in a platonic sort of way.
Can I do something?
Yes, you may.
You will hear metallic clapping, not flesh clapping, but metallic.
Excellent job. That is the loyalty we want to see here. You will get a raise when the day is finished. Go take your break. I will take over.
Okay, so you're offering to take the man's job.
Yeah.
Okay, you being the face on this, fuck it, yeah, you get 2d6.
I'm criminal, baby!
Okay, without a hitch, yeah, this other guard, kind of looks at you. You know what, given the state of the circumstances here, I'm about to, fuck off, and I believe we should all fuck. In fact, I think all three of us should fuck off. I heard them making a I heard them making sandwiches upstairs. Oh, yeah, and, the guard who, Belrock, who you have the sword up to the neck, he just sort of gingerly pushes the sword away. I'm thinking, if I'm feeling this right, I'm thinking we all should leave right now. I didn't see no nothing. Good day, gentlemen. And whatever the hell you are, puts over a chin.
I mean, I'm wearing an officer's disguise.
Oh, my apology. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't recognize you. How you been?
For failing to recognize your superiors, your promotion is revoked. Get out of my sight.
Is this some sort of birthday? Did you remember it was my birthday? Guys, I think they're trying to prank us. And the other two. Oh, is it? Oh, They are completely oblivious to what you guys are doing now.
Okay.
One of them they start hugging you guys. I come with, oh, is there a party upstairs? Is there a party upstairs? Look.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck, you guys are great. Oh man, we gotta do this. Oh, we'll do this for your birthday next. Okay, let's go. And one by one, all 3 guards start running downstairs. And as they run downstairs, you hear, "All right, sleeping on the job again, you 3. Okay, we'll catch back up with you later." So yes, you have cleared out the 2nd floor at the current moment.
The guards are as mentally dangerous as the ones they lock up.
Alrighty, and I'll say at this point, given how successful, and I'll be damned, you guys are actually rolling really high in average.
Yeah,
for everything
these
you're
rolls
doing.
are stupid right now.
Yeah, with how successful it has been going, all of you are getting a point. Jig, you have hit 6 at this point. Word for word, it states, if your criminal stat ever reaches 6, you are lured into a life of crime and betray the party. So maybe not in this immediate moment, but Jig begins conforming and thinking of ideas on how Jig can be selfish and take everything for itself.
Okay.
Alrighty, so you all have the terminals about you. What would you all like to do?
Open all the doors.
Wait, do we have flashback before we do the terminal?
We can flashback, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if that was the sequence.
So, we all go back in the present time, and Clyde, you are slightly even more appalled at the story.
I mean, it's pretty convenient how that automaton's just sort of doing everything for you. But, I mean, you made it out of here thanks to him, I guess.
He was a good person. It's
think
such a
so?
shame we had to. Oh, never mind.
Oh, I guess that's why he's not here, huh?
We'll see.
Alrighty, so we'll go back, and this one's kind of like a half flashback. so we go back into the terminal room. Unbeknownst to the rest of the party, Jig has gone fully insane. Not that he wasn't insane enough already. But you all stand before the 2nd floor of this 3-story building in front of the guard terminal controls. What would you guys like to do?
Alright. I think this is job for me. After all, I am hacker, whatever that means. And then I am just going to like what does the display look like in front of me? Is it buttons? Is it touchscreen? Does it have like, you know, USB plugins?
It's got every sort of acronym hold you can imagine. It kind of looks like a large recording artist studios board of just literally thousands of dials and switches. There's some square plastic glass buttons. There's some USB ports. There's a couple. They were off at first, but as you play around a little bit, there are these 3 screens that pop up with cameras around the entire floor. It seems like there's cameras that can look through the entire cell block and see the status of any prisoner in here.
Just for the record.
It's got every sort of acronym hole you can imagine. Even the time. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Just so that we establish this one. Just so that one goes down in the history books as one of Tim's quotes.
Alright. I think this is where I'm gonna use my College of Creation bard to come up with something that is like an instrumental device that can plug into one of those acronym holes. Let's make it a MIDI for musical purposes. And I'm essentially going to do like a more archaic version of one of those beat pads so that I can hack it.
Okay.
In a way that would make sense for Becky.
Okay, so then 2d6, roll roll for hack.
My first double D6, guys.
Hey!
Hey, both are successes. So yes, you absolutely can hack into this thing and get away with whatever you want.
Alright, so I am able to do just about anything. I have control over everything. This power feels immaculate. Anyway, what should I do? I know we said release all of the prisoners, but does anyone have any other ideas on how we can, make sure that we get out of here with the best possible advantages that we need?
Turn off the lights.
It's like... Do you know me? Oh. Yes. Does everyone here have dark vision? I can...
I'm checking.
Thankfully, the sunglasses that Santa's provided all of you has dark vision with them.
What? Damn.
Oh, do they? I haven't been wearing the sunglasses at all. He gave them to me. I put them in a pocket. I'm still wearing the goggles.
Excellent. Then yes. Alright, turn off lights. Release all the prisoners. Anything else? This is very hasty. I think we should do more stuff. We should jam the communications. We should lock any of the administrative codes out of it. We should... What else should we do?
Obtain higher clearance.
Ooh. I like that. And we will expunge all the criminal records from the database. Alright.
Okay.
So you can catch them again. Fun.
I accidentally turned it to dark mode just by spamming my keyboard. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
All of that. Okay, so bet ya. Make another hack roll 2d6, please.
Excellent.
I have to run away for now.
Oh, okay.
Because we are celebrating Canadian Thanksgiving tonight.
Oh,
Well, enjoy that, man.
Tomorrow.
I no longer have a Canadian girlfriend from 6 years ago, so I forgot that was a thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for playing this bit, Brandon.
Yeah, it's been fun. I've really enjoyed it. I will try and make it back if we're fast enough, but we'll see what happens.
Eat fast.
Please get me out of jail.
You got it. I mean,
Alrighty.
No promises.
Alrighty. And just to check in with you, Jules, are you feeling okay, or would you rather just kind of take it easy and rest?
I hope he's taking a nice nap. Sounds like he
Yeah.
needs it.
Yeah. we'll play with it. So at this point, it almost becomes like a bonding session between Betya and Jig. Betya, you have played so much into the crime-stopping brigade that now that you've had a taste of the opposite of the crime side, it's kind of feeling nice.
Yes, I could get used to this.
Alrighty. So, you do everything your heart's desired, and for this, your point's going to go up by 1.
Surprisingly,
But what have you done to the Lucky Luck? You have opened up we hard cut as all of you are walking past all of the prisoners who are beating the crap out of one another. The guards who are still down here are in full panic and array. The prisoners have been released. Their records have been expunged. The guards I can't even hit them because they're technically not prisoners anymore.
How does he know?
The lights are off. The doors are flung open. You guys find with best possible solution past the fighting pit where everyone is fighting. You see this one door where it has the cinematic glow to it. You can't explain it any better than that. but you feel like it's probably what will lead you to Nasira next. So you all go into this door. Flashback to current time.
Oh yeah, I did reckon hearing that shit started brewing the last couple of hours.
Yeah, it's been fucking great.
I'm sure you got a steady supply of bodies now.
Oh, bodies.
Wait, when'd you get here?
What do you think I'm working on right now?
Shit. All right. Why did you? I guess it's more exciting hearing it from these guys.
Mm-hmm. Oh, excuse you, but you know what? I'll let that pass. and Santos has his white apron on, and it's just covered in blood and bits and pieces.
All right. Did y'all find Nasira after that, or did they have even more afterwards?
See, that's the crazy thing. We didn't even realize that she was going to be inside such an elaborate security system. So there was no way for us to know to hack it beforehand. So we had to think of something much more adventurous, if you will.
Something only Wanya could come up with. Is that right?
Kind of channeled him, just a tiny little bit.
All right. Well, go on.
Well, if you need to insist, and Wanya sort of steps in at this point. You see, I was at this point of the story, I was wondering where they were, because I'm so intelligent and observant, and I was like, Baldrus, maybe we should check him out. Baldrus is like, how do you really know about that? He was distracted by someone. Flashback to outside the Lucky Luck. There is Wanya in full dragon form with Baldrus sitting at his neck. And they're just sort of like chatting away and talking and just like, should we check on them? Or I don't really know. But at one point, Baldrus, sitting on the back of this dragon, looks out into the town square and sees a very familiar looking waifu. And as he stares at her longingly, Wanya looks around and sees this beautiful draconic looking woman as they both get lost in this massive haze of distraction. They get trapped in this long vision. Baldrus and Wanya both approach them on this double date and sort of accidentally bump into them. The books fall over. And they go, oh, I'm so sorry, madam. Yes. And they start chatting over. At some point, they get taken back to the devilry and have a nice candlelit dinner, and the waiter walks up. Clyde, you're the waiter. What's on the menu tonight?
Alright, we're giving both you fellas 2 pints of straight to hell. You look like you're gonna need it. If you guys need anything else, don't call for me. Call for Graves.
I expect only the finest, Clyde. Only the finest. Yeah, I'm gonna take, if we can have a couple Minotaurs as well, I'm gonna need the endurance possibly later on, if you know what I mean, you know?
Sure, but you'll owe me.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Okay, so the swirl. At some point, the date goes really well, and they start touring the countryside. They try to find a good place to live in. They pick Ursa. Certain persons are no longer here, so we have to kind of mix up the characters a bit. But the couples find a nice hill on the hillside where they could build their dream home, and these 2 real estate agents are fighting with one another. Bet ya, you are one of the real estate agents. Jig, you're the other real estate agent for some fucking reason.
Now, if you look at here, this is the perfect 3-bed, 18-bathroom. This is a perfect villainous lair. There's a moat that is surrounding the entire complex with lava, so you are able to do your most villainous dreams from here. There are minor bloodstains in the dungeon, but that I'm sure we can get out with a little bit of elbow grease.
What you're not telling your clients is that this place is frequented by heroes and upstarts who wish to seek fame.
Oh, that's even better. I mean, that's even better. We need some people. I mean, we can kind of talk about specifics later, but that's not a downside at all.
Excellent. I thought you would be privy to that. Now, if
Does
you
it-
follow me, here is the war room. You can see there is a giant table, and it is able to magically change to whatever arena that you are trying to
Do you
conquer.
have a room full of coffins?
Not yet, but we do have.
I know the perfect location for you.
Oh, do tell, please.
Follow me.
What the hell's going on in this story, fellas?
Just to let you know, each of the bathrooms does have a bidet.
Flutter to the future. They find a way to buy both homes and cram them all together. And Baldrus and Wanye, with their two lovers, have decided to go a next step further, and they get married. The chapel's beautiful. All the friends and families are there. Every single person, including Quandrus. He's had a change of heart, and he's just... I just felt so bad about this. I'm so sorry I didn't make up sooner. And the wedding is being officiated by... Fuck, I need another character. Misha. Sure, fuck it. Misha's the officiator of the wedding.
With this ring, I be wed. You are supposed to repeat the phrase. No,
Oh, what was it again? I wasn't listening.
this ring, I be wed.
I think what? Yeah, that.
Excellent. I do pronounce you a dragon and damsel. You make it. No, you have to kiss.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Baldrus is like, we said yes already. We'll just take it normal. And so, the four of them, these two couples of pairs, are on this long sunset boat, going out into the ocean with the sunset slowly going down, as they take a nice magical ocean cruise date to where the Deep Seeker lair is. Cut back to regular time with Clyde.
You did all that in less than a day?
Oh yeah. It was absolutely fantastic and amazing.
Huh. Well. I wish I could see Misha again.
Yes, same.
Hmm.
I would also want to see Misha again.
Come on, yeah, you dick.
I wasn't. No. Like we came in later. We came in later, Clyde. It just once we.
I don't want to hear about that, Wanye.
Well,
All right,
well,
you
once
keep
on
that
the
to yourself.
honeymoon, once on the honeymoon finished, we realized how much time had passed, so we had to check in on them. Flashback. So part of that was in case someone failed around this part of the game, whoever failed was going to be the subject of that mini sequence. But Wanye and Baldrus are here, so they
Thank
can
God. Woo, more friendly.
Alrighty, so we reached the final stage of this game. I'm assuming Jules is asleep. I don't want to wake him.
Potentially.
Potentially.
I don't blame him.
So I will give it to I'll give it to either Betya or Jig or both of you. What happened after you left this prisoner fighting pit?
So we walked through the door, and unbeknownst to us, there was not just more prison cells in there. It was a large chamber with an experimentation array of not torture equipment, but scientific experimentation equipment. And at this point, Nasira is one of those floating chambers where she's in a catatonic state. They didn't
Catatonic state.
Yes. Yeah, the pun was intended, but you didn't have to validate it.
I love it.
This must be one of Dr. Smiles' side gigs.
Perfect. And then she is one of several test subjects that's floating, and she is the one that's least transformed by any of the experimentation. She is mostly still her. We don't know what type of magics have been used in this chamber, but it may or may not have to do with how Nasira is going to eventually get witch powers. Or hag powers. Whatever we want to call it.
Okay.
Despite her not asking for them yet.
Yes!
Exactly.
Yeah!
Alrighty. And at this point, everyone's points are pretty much maxed out at this point. You look out and you look for Belrock, and Belrock is just gone. Maybe found some other treasure or obstacle and just went AWOL halfway through the mission. Maybe they'll come back if Brandon comes back in time. Balasar didn't become a criminal, he just wanted to beat some shit up.
That's fair.
Yes, you go past a couple more hallways and you find this large experimentation chamber. It actually goes way, way down, even lower than this prisoner's sink. This is where the worst of the worst prisoners are kept, or at least the ones that are most fun to experiment on. You see a couple people in here, but dangling above with these chains, very Hellraiser style, but not like the hooks in the face and stuff like that. With electricity in these large glass tubes, you see Nasira strung up high in this large chamber with electric sparks occasionally zapping her form.
Ooh.
Anybody else in that chamber?
Not at first, but then suddenly, out from behind one of the pillars in the room, you see this very old-looking scientist-like character. He's human, or at least that's what you think at first, but he has a half-goblinoid face, and his arm is draconic, and his other arm is orcish, and his one leg is metallic and robotic. This is just a person who used to be a man, but is now just stitched and morphed and mutated to be this thing, for lack of a better term.
Ooh.
And he comes out. Say again.
I might try that lookup a little bit later. I'm logging that in my brain.
He comes out from behind the pillar. So you thought. What are you doing down here?
We are on shore.
We are your lab assistants.
Lab assistants, you say? Well, there's no assistants down here. There's only me and my experiments. Care to volunteer?
Does it pay well?
It actually pays fucking fantastic. I mean, I have like 6-figure paycheck. It's actually really nice and wonderful. And you're distracting me from my evil. Anyway, this rat points up into Sarah. This horrible cat-like rat stole not just money from me, but tried stealing one of my inventions.
Oh. You said dimensions?
Not dimensions, dimension.
He
Inventions.
said dementia. Poor fellow.
Oh, today.
Listen, you're getting away from the point. She stole my hat.
Your hat?
Yes, this one. And from behind his back, you see this large black cowboy hat with skulls and these crossed swords coming out. Specifically, it is because everyone in this world recognized that it is the hat of Lemmy Kilmister, head singer of Motorhead.
And what special powers does that hat have?
It makes me succeed at everything.
I really don't think you need that.
Yes, I do. I used to be... Backstory time. A flashback within the flashback.
Yes.
I used to be one of the greatest doctors in all of Janglebrook. I used to help so many people, so many things. But then I thought, why not go further? Why not enhance evolution? Why not just heal people? Why not just make them better? Apparently Dr. Smiles can get away with it, but hey, he's prescribed or whatever. He's licensed, whatever the fuck that means. They took away everything from me. Everything! But the boss gave me another chance. I can't experiment on patients, but I can experiment on prisoners. It was doing so well! And it was kept secret and clandestine as well. But then that bastard cat somehow found her way down here and stole that hat. And I have you to thank, I believe, as well for catching her, so thank you. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. But we would like the cats back now.
But my experimentation is just about to begin. I'm about to inject you with every race known to man.
Lice.
It seems that'll make it go very fast.
Fuck, watch this! And he flips the switch on the wall as you see these large electrical devices begin spinning and twirling and rising up. Something is about to happen and you need to free Nasira before it's too late.
I will take that. You take the cat.
Alright.
I moved as a distraction and as of my own greedy nature now to take the hat of Lemmy. I forgot already. I wish to take the hat of ultimate success.
The hat of Killmeister.
Killmeister.
Okay, so being you're a full-fledged criminal, you just succeed. You don't even need to roll. That's how far down this path you are now.
Oh no.
So you just go up and you strangle this man and just start beating his face in. You rip the hat from atop his head and plant it on your own. Unless you just want to have it, it's fine.
I trash away my flat cap. My old life is over.
Alright, Jig, you adorn yourself with the hat of Killmeister. And you may succeed at anything. Literally anything you want to do, you may succeed.
Let us reform this city. You may go on ahead. I will bring in these prisoners and change them from within.
Wait, are you saying this to the guy?
No, I'm saying this to Betya.
Damn. Alright. Question mark?
Alright. Betya, you see, you see Nasira, the goal of this mission, right above you. I don't know if Jules is still here or if he's still passed out. Sorry, might be.
Nothing.
Take that.
Okay.
Ow.
Balasar has already head back to the Devilry and drink.
This is the reason he left the party.
Yeah, honestly, that makes the most logical sense that Balasar is like, it's not, I don't do thief stuff, and just leaves.
True.
Alrighty.
Continue.
Hey,
Sorry.
No, you're good. This is as flip-floppy as it's supposed to be. You being the hacker you are in full-fledged criminal mode. You're really stuck right now because you want to help Nasira, but this life of crime, it's so good.
Yeah. Is that something like I get a will save against, or do I just take actions that I think are going to be the best criminal form for me?
I think at this point we're just sort of fudging it. So at this point,
Okay. I think I got something.
Okay.
So, realizing a little too late what Jig's aspirations are going to be, I realized at this point that I am outnumbered and that I am outmatched, and that the only way that I could hope to get the hat for myself would be to get a companion, so I would free Nasira.
Okay. So there's four. There's two chains that lock up Nasira at the current moment. What are you gonna do with the first chain?
I cast Shatter.
Okay, you cast Shatter, and because this is a very adventurous thing to do, Balasar slates in the background. But yeah, I'm gonna reduce your score by 1, and I'm going to raise the alarm by 1.
Because it's so...
So yes, you cast Shatter on one of the chains. Psst. Nasira, still dangling high up, falls a little bit and slaps into one of the walls. Jig, what would you do now that you have the hat of Killmeister?
I begin learning all of this doctor's notes and accumulating that knowledge of his experimentation for myself.
Okay, so at this point, as you go over to some of the papers, not even fledging from the criminal aspect, and no one's saving you, the doctor starts pleading with you. No, it's my life's work. Don't you understand?
And
You
now
can't
it
just
is my life's work.
You can't do this to me.
I can, and I did.
At this point, as the gun goes off, this does draw some attention. I'm gonna put,
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna put 2 alarms for this. We're just sort of fudging it at this point.
Worth it.
And Betya, do you cast Shatter again?
Yeah, I think I would.
Okay, so you cast Shatter. We finally filled a clock, surprisingly. So yes, you catch Shatter as Nasira just falls to the ground unconscious and lumped. Alarm bells just start ringing off like crazy. We're kind of towards the end here, but is there anything, Jig, that you would like to do now that the alarm is rigged and that Betya, you have run up to Nasira and got her?
I'll let Jig go first.
Compile all of the doctor's notes into a suitcase, I suppose, and make my escape, leaving Betya and Nasira behind.
Okay. Betya, you have this moment where you look into the eyes of Jig, a full-fledged criminal who has zero remorse in going back.
I recognize in his eyes how close I was to that. And I thank my lucky stars, and I thank all of the moon deities, and I realize that Nasira just saved me as I am saving her, as I have jailed her, and the emotional complexity of this moment is not lost on me. I do my best to make my escape with Nasira in tow.
Okay. So I'm gonna flavor this because we're cutting corners. We got 2 people left. Jig, you there's this moment where Jig walks behind one of the pillars, and Jig, you are in a guard outfit and looking very machinery. As Betya, you see Jig walk from behind the pillar, one end to the other. As Jig emerges the other side, you see him almost like a Terminator look completely human-like and has fully disguised himself to look completely human. Jig, you slowly make your way with the Hat of Killmeister in tow out the room as all the guards on this prison cell who've gotten past the prisoners rush in to find Nasira with Betya. As the guards rush in, this large shattering of rock and skylight opens up from above as Kest the Dragon and Baldrus breach through after tunneling and digging underground.
What are you doing standing around? Get on!
Well, boys, it has been a real slice. We will see you on the flip side. Oh no, I'm still in the old dude guide. Never mind, I retcon that. I will be securing this prisoner. I will see you at the next union meeting.
Who the fuck is that old guy with Nasira?
And then I jump on Kest, and I'm sure Kest is like not as like waked out as he was when originally meeting Betya, but
right. So
fly, you fool!
Yeah, cut to we won't do it, but roll initiative. Giant fight goes out. Kest burns everybody.
Kest burns everybody.
The entire lab and part of the cave in the cell block completely crumbles, never to be heard of again, as Kest and Baldrus fly out with Betya and Nasira in tow. And as you guys are reaching a height, Nasira, on the very edge of consciousness, goes, "Don't worry, I left them a surprise." As you see her pull out from her pocket the small metal rod of sorts with a red button, and as she pushes the button, this massive explosion breaches up from the Lucky Luck. The whole thing isn't destroyed, but part of the infrastructure lowers and descends as you hear screaming and yelling of the guards beneath.
Smaller explosion than I thought it would be.
I only had so much time.
It's alright. I'm just glad to see you back.
Sure. And so all of you on Kest's back fly towards the Loose Ends Inn, where we now come into present time.
You seriously blew it up?
Again, not as big as an explosion as I thought it would be.
Okay. How are you not followed? How... Is it going to be a problem later on?
No, we'll just blame it on the vampires.
That's
I
true.
mean, if anything, they know that there's like this giant red dragon flying around, so that's probably all they saw.
Yeah, I'm sure that won't be a problem anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
You guys want a
What?
drink?
I was gonna ask, what's the lesson of the story? So, yes, alcohol makes all of our problems go away. And you all cackle back in laughter as you all take sips at the Devilry or the Loose Ends Inn. And that's where we'll end the session.
So, does Jig escape?
I will say yes.
Okay.
Perhaps that is a story for another time.
Maybe.
He succeeds at everything, and he should have succeeded in his escape.
Apparently, huh. Shit, I kind of want that hat.
It's a field to lose a character to a hat.
And so there is probably this probably adds some measure of Janglebrook's lore where there is some criminal restructuring caused by Jig.
Yep.
Does that mean... Oh, God. Oh, is he gonna turn into a vampire? Don't tell us. Or just rule
I
him
mean,
over.
if this is what's going on in Janglebrook due to the whatever found notes and the Hat of Success, I could probably write something up for what Jig did to the populace now, or attempted to with
Like
that
a-
experimentation.
A story write-up or a one-shot?
This story write up for Tim.
Yeah, honestly, go for it, because like I already know some things, even like post-campaign, I know some things that will happen in Janglebrook, given like from vampirism to Santas to everything. But absolutely, yes, if you would like to add some criminal underbelly lore to Janglebrook as Jig, go for it.
Okay. I think I might make Jig, what's it called? Y'all played Mass Effect, where this one person knows everything that's going on in the galaxy. What were they called?
Ooh,
Like the
what was it,
the Shadow
Man?
Broker?
Oh, Shadow Broker, yeah.
With what Jig's got, I'm gonna make him the Shadow Broker of that part of Damalika.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay, so Jig is the official Shadow Broker of Janglebrook.
If Tim's all right with it, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it works.
Awesome.
He's the Jangle Broker.
The Jangle Broker. Oh hell yeah.
Whoa.
No, but that's like,
Whoa.
but that just gives people an easy way to find. No, actually, he'll never be stationed in Janglebrook. That just makes people like start searching there and then get confused as they don't know where to go from there.
What kind of an idiot are you thinking that Jangle Broker is in Janglebrook?
Dummy.
Cool.
What an amazing fucking name, the Jangle Broker.
I really like. Okay, I'm changing the character sheet now.
Is that what the J stands for now in Jig?
Oh, he is now just called the Jangle Broker.
Whoa.
Until someone else takes that place.
honestly, when you introduced Jig in the first You Feel Fine one shot, I'm like, this is a character that will absolutely come back and have served the story in some way.
I'm glad he did.
Angle broker. Yay.
Yata.
Good shit.
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't break the timeline and not rescue Nasira. I'm glad Bethia cared enough for Nasira.
That was
That was part of the fun of the flashback mechanic, is that no matter what you guys do, you will succeed.
Yeah.
it just was going to turn into one of those stories of no, that's not what happened. This is what happened.
Yeah.
Oh god, here we go again.
Here we go again. Which ending of Clue are we watching this time?
Yeah. Mr. Body.
Yep, 2 dead bodies. Everything's fine.
Yeah. So I know we kind of had the trim. I know people were missing and we had to trim a lot of the fat in places, but I'm like, we're going to make this fun no matter what.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun not doing anything adventurous and just being a full-on criminal. I was like, there's no time for morals here. Just punch the guards. Who cares? I didn't think that would kill them. Damn, they got weak backs.
Yeah, the system I figured out, I'm like, okay, D&D can still be like an underlying system, but I found there was Blades in the Dark and also Honey Heist. And I'm like, okay, I'll take the overall structure of Honey Heist and add in bits of Blades in the Dark. And sure enough, we ended up just playing a game of Honey Heist.
I can't believe this game turned my character from lawful neutral to lawful evil in a snap.
In a snap.
I like it though.
Shit.
I like rolling along with that punch. It's cool.
I liked just having to impromptu yes and every bullshit situation. Like, no matter how ridiculous, you have to yes and it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Your name's not on the guest list. I know. Please come in.
Fix it. I'm like,
Piss
wait,
off.
normally I freeze up in those situations because I'm like, oh, he's right. But I'm like, wait, this isn't normal D&D. I don't have to make any. I don't have to do any kind of persuasion check. I can say anything.
There's no morals and there's no logic.
Yeah. Oh, that was cool. Thanks, Tim. Thanks for organizing this.
Yeah. Maybe when we have a full stock of people, we can run a proper Honey Heist. But this was still fun. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was
now that we
pretty
get
good.
the mechanics of it, it was a little jarring at first.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm still not the greatest at improv, so when you're throwing like, okay, Santiago, what happens next?
Right.
They go into a room. Okay, pass. Like,
Yeah. They went
Hold on.
in a room and there was a camera.
Well, this turns into one of the mechanics that it's like, yes, but we also get to like make the story itself as well.
yeah.
So like, yeah, we get to tell you what happened.
Yeah, there's no wrong answer because you guys said it. Like, you guys come up with the right answers no matter what you say.
Damn. Oh, it's gonna be so unhinged if everyone's doing that.
That's
What did you guys feel of the impromptu lovers section?
Very Wanye. Very Wanye.
it's canon, right? It's like first rank canon or whatever they call it.
Maybe for Baldrus.
No, Misha absolutely did the wedding for that.
Yeah. You just missed her, Betcha. You just missed her. You were late. You were late to the reception.
Little shitbags, I was only here because I thought you'd help me find her, not disguise her from me.
And Santa's in true Santa's fashion is like, I'm the boss, which means I stay here and be safe, but I get all the credit.
Right?
Yeah. Now everyone knows Santos is the one that blew up the Lucky Luck.
Yeah.
Go have fun with that, boss.
Yeah. Like Santa's just has his like demon checklist to go through, and he's just like heist. Finally.
he's like he was like a little kid at the beginning.
Wouldn't the Lucky Luck be like some of his competition?
I
Yeah?
mean,
Oh, for sure.
Well, yeah. Some of those are his competition. Like most of it competition, some of it allies. But he's like, I got a heist. That was my priority.
Or like the institution, I mean, not necessarily the people within.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd definitely say he'd have competition with Lucky Luck in some capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's that's kind of like the Santos, I think, explained it at one point where like he does have competition with the Lucky Luck, but he and the owners kind of made this mutual agreement. It's kind of like Steve Jobs with Microsoft, where they're like, you need me because if you don't, then Microsoft will be too popular and run out of business. Like they still compete with each other, but you know, there is some measure of mutual respect.
Andrew in chat, I gave him the worst explanation of what happened. He's like, did we win? I'm like, yeah, you and Baldrus got married. And then immediately after, I'm like, but like not to each other. I was like, wait a minute.
In the Twitch chat?
Yeah, Twitch chat.
Oh, amazing. I just closed out, so I missed it.
But yeah, you tuned in. Hi, Andrew.
He goes, let's go!
What?
What?
The good thing is, Nasira has successfully been broken out of prison, and we have canonized a shadow broker in Damalika.
Yeah.
Jangle Broker.
The Jangle Broker.
The Jangle Broker.
And
Yeah,
Wanya and Baldrus were still useful. They were the getaway vehicle, but you know.
Okay.
This escape scene, like the very ending of it is that's just Harry Potter.
Like when the escape from Gringotts.
Yep.
Yeah, that was kind of the visual I was going for, but like more of like the dragon comes in and then leaves.
Then it's like the escape from Gringotts ride. The dragon and then leaves.
Yeah, this was more of like the ride than the movie.
The Knights. What's the Knight's Bite? Is that the name of their boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, the boat they ditched.
Unfortunately, no, it did not. But Kest managed to break into an underground prison, which we could have done the entire time. I love that the structure of the story is like, Anya, you could have done that the entire time and you just let him go in.
It's the thrill of being a thief, man.
You weren't even thieving anything.
Yeah, it was. I stole you guys from out of there.
Touche.
That's kind of like the BS explanation of this one shot to make it canonical is like, none of you are thieves, so the fact that this was like, you're like, oh man, in another life I could have been the best thief in the world, but them's the ropes, I guess.
Yeah. Props to Tim. Absolutely incredible Wanye, Nasira, and Baldrus impressions. Nailed it entirely.
That was the best part of it.
Every time you started to roleplay against Baldrus, I couldn't stop giggling to myself. He was like, "Oh my god, Alan's here."
Yeah, I'm just trying my best, guys. I just love like my favorite bit was like with the house, the real estate part. It was like, do you have any coffins here?
Yeah.
Not interested unless there's coffins.
Oh my lord. Are there more one-shots coming up in the next few weeks?
Great question. So I'll admit, with some of us being AFK because of power outages or Wi-Fi or hurricane, others of us having
A hurricane?
Damn.
Others of us having a shitty work schedule or just a rough work schedule and stuff. I'm kind of just like, you know what? Let's all figure out when we're all good, and then we'll re-engage with games. With one-shots, The tradition is there's always a Halloween one shot.
Okay.
I'm game to do it, or if someone else wants to run it, I'm game for that too. I need to check in with them, but Iggy might actually have an idea for a Halloween one shot.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm down for it. Otherwise, I'll state that I'll be away for some reason. But yeah, I look forward to when the campaign starts up again, or any one shots coming up.
Yeah, I know one shots without a doubt. If more people, Dylan, you especially, want to run more You Feel Fines or stuff, that's great. There's one that I might want to try and run around Christmas. But other than campaign A, which it's gonna be so much fun. We have Halloween one shot of some sort. We have another You Feel Fine or so, and then this will probably be post campaign, but the Hunt for Fairbash will definitely be a
Yeah,
one
that's
shot.
right. Jesus.
That much I do know. I have planned out, but for now, that's what I got.
Cool.
Based cast.
Alrighty.
There you go.
Well, I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys so much for the game.
Same.
Cheers.
Guys, take it easy.
See ya. Alrighty, I have made my exit. Andrew, I hope you're doing well, or, better off than the initial hit. Hope you're doing good, buddy. I'll be highlighting this VOD down the line, or if you want to rewatch the whole VOD, you can just skip past the Dead by Daylight stuff to get the whole one shot of Nasira floating on a door. Oh man, alright. Just don't let go, man. But yeah, that was the session Cat Out of Hell. We have canonized the notorious Jig, now known as the Jangle Broker. Completely different vision than what I had for the character, but hey, now I guess he's not. I was gonna say he's not so much of a Jigsaw ripoff, but now that he's gone evil, he might be more of a Jigsaw ripoff than I thought of before. Uh-oh. It all works, it all plays into itself. And we saw Belrack, whom we didn't really get to see much because, well, Brandon had to do his own thing. But that was pretty fun. All the improv stuff that just happened, pretty good. Finished dinner. Yeah, we finished up a good 20 or so minutes ago. We managed to... I'll recap. We managed to, of course, get Nasira out of prison. But after you left off, all we did was enter a room with a mad scientist experimenting on you, Nasira. But because we were both fully criminalized at this point, Jig decided to take over the scientist's job as experimenter and literally shot him with a gun, and took his notes and magical relics with him. Betya was also a full criminal at the time, but spun the story in a way that she needed to free Nasira in order to stop Jig in some way, and that, I think, lowered her criminal score in some capacity. So the emotion she felt for Nasira and the friendship she had towards freeing her was what stopped her from being full criminal. You had to spin it in some way, I guess. Afterwards, Kest literally just dug into where Nasira was at, effectively just nullifying the efforts of everything that had happened. And Betya, Nasira, Kest, and Baldur's all rode away from Janglebrook. As one last hurrah, Nasira wakes up, seeing everybody, holds up a metallic rod in her hands and detonates it, and blows up part of the Lucky Luck as everyone flies away. Jig himself has fully given into his criminal role and will be reforming Janglebrook in his design, becoming the Shadow Broker of Damalika, as Tim has agreed to it. And that's it. He escaped and is running his own sort of underground criminal business / schemes in some regard. So that's that. That's what happened. As far as I can tell with Belrack, since you had to leave in the middle of it, you just kind of like found your own treasure. Basically, Belrack just found like some spare like gold, like huge amount of gold, and just left in the middle of the operation, which makes sense as your criminality was pretty high. Balasar did not give in to criminality. He just got bored. he just got bored. It's like, nah, I'm out of here. But that was it. That was the extent of those shenanigans. Dude, what do you mean again? These party members have always been terrorists. Pretty ridiculous. Poor Balasar, dude. He seemed way out of it. IRL Jules, they seemed way out of it. Like coming in and out of existence and consciousness, and very sure they were snoring in the middle of it, which I don't blame them. I'm sure they've got like some stuff going on that's like destroying sleep schedules. So I had to mute them for the time being, just so the snoring wouldn't get caught. But it's all good, man. No problems there. Apparently Halloween Horror Nights, which if y'all can explain that to me, I'm guessing that means he's working shifts at that, and you know, they go on forever. I'm guessing that's what that means. But that's what he said, that's what's been destroying his sleep schedule lately. So yeah, I mean, he made it for the beginning, and he did Balasar based things, which is pretty exciting. So that it was fun to see his interactions while he could muster up the consciousness for it. But we are gonna head out. We're gonna end the stream there. If y'all want to watch the craziness, the VOD will be up on Twitch as usual. Obviously you can just watch the VOD now, or I will highlight it somewhere down the line and give it the proper title, you know, Cat Out of Hell, Heist One Shot, and all that. One attack with Bell. Oh hell yeah. All we did was roll d6s. We never once did oh, you're also a Dread Ambusher. Nice. We never once did a roll beyond a d6. Well, that's not wrong. That's not right. At the beginning, for fun's sake, we rolled d8s to see what kind of hats people wear. Wanye got a fez, and Baldrus got a cowboy hat as well? I forget. And then everything after that was d6s to determine our rolls. Yeah, and then d6s determined our actions. You wanted to roll below your criminal score or on it, but if you got a 6, you literally succeeded at anything you wanted to do. You were just a full-blown criminal, and you sort of lost your mind to the criminality of it. Damn, what a rush. But yeah, that's it for today's stream, everybody. Hope you had a good time. Thank you for watching Dead by Daylight. Thank you for watching D&D. We'll return maybe tomorrow for some more Resident Evil. I'm not sure, but take your time to check the Discord and Twitter if you're new to get notifications on when we go live next and what we're playing. I'll keep you guys posted. All right. Brandon, Andrew, everybody else, Flair, Call Sign, Sojin, Demon. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. And Little Brooks was here too. Thanks a lot, guys. All right. I'll catch you all next time. Bye, everybody. Take it easy.